Assalamu alaikum. This particular part is about pronouns. We'll start our discussion with personal pronouns. Personal pronouns take the place of specific nouns that name people, places, and things. Personal pronouns are used instead of a name to avoid a repetition and to help ease the flow of sentences. There are two kinds of personal pronouns. One is subject pronouns, and the next one is object pronouns. We'll discuss subject pronouns here now. Subject pronouns are the pronouns that can come at the subject position and they replace the subject of the sentence. I, we, you, he, she, it, they are called subject pronouns. So a pronoun that takes the place of a noun as the subject of a sentence is called subject noun pronoun. Remember, a sentence subject is the person or the thing that performs the action of the verb. Let's consider this particular example. Aslam plays football. So what is at the subject position? Who is doing the action is Aslam. So if we need to replace Aslam, we need a word, a pronoun that can replace Aslam and that can come at the subject position. Like, we can say he plays football. So he is a pronoun that can come at subject position and can replace Aslam. But if I say him plays football, it's incorrect because him is not a subject pronoun and it can't replace Aslam here in this particular sentence. Why? Because at this position, at Aslam's position is the position of the subject. So here we need a pronoun that can work as the subject of the sentence. So he can perform that function of the subject. Similarly, these words I, we, you, he, she, it, they can come at only the subject positions. Here are a few examples of subject pronouns. Robert was an unwise king. There's no pronoun in this particular sentence. He was the king of 7 kingdoms. He is a pronoun that is replacing Robert. So if you look at the position of the subject pronoun, it is before the verb. So see here, he is before the verb was. In the second example, but he could not trust the people around him. Again, he is a pronoun replacing Robert, and here again it comes before the verb. So subjective pronouns usually come before the subject. Let's consider another example. He knew that his wife despised him. So here in this example, knew comes after he. So, and he comes before knew. So all these pronouns, he, they, she, these will come at subject positions. Next example, she loved her children. So she is the subject pronoun here, and it comes before the verb loved. In the last example, they decided to travel next year. Again, they is at the subject position, decided is the verb, so it comes before the verb. What are object pronouns? Object pronouns are the pronouns that come at the receiving position. Here, an object pronoun is normally used as the object of a verb or as the object of a preposition. That simply means that it receives the action. These pronouns cannot come at the beginning of a sentence. These pronouns can't work as the subject of a sentence. Hence, we call them object pronouns because they come at the object position and receive the action. Let's analyze this example. I give Mark and Christine my books to read. Here in this example, I give Mark and Christine. Mark and Christine need to be replaced with an object pronoun. What's their position? At subject position, we already have I, we have the verb gave, And object position, who are the receivers of the action? Mark and Christine. So if we need to replace Mark and Christine, we could use a pronoun here. So let's see what pronoun can we use here. I give them my books to read. So them in this example is replacing what? Mark and Christine. And at what position does it come? It comes after the verb. So object pronouns come after the verb. And the next example, I give Ali my book to read. So, so here you can see at object position we have a noun. I is the subject, gave is the verb, and Ali is the object. Ali is the receiver of the action. So at receiving position, we can again replace this with a pronoun. But what pronoun do we need here? We need an object pronoun. And what is the object pronoun for Ali? Third person singular, it would be him. I gave him my books to read. So him is the pronoun that is replacing Ali in this example. Them is third person plural, and him is third person singular. So other examples are me, you, him, her, it, them. One thing about all these object pronouns is they do not come at the subject position because they are objective pronouns. They receive the action. Here are a few more examples. Robert trusted him with his life. So him is the object pronoun here, but he didn't trust the people around him. Him is the object pronoun here, and he made them the most powerful men in the seven kingdoms. So here, them is the object pronoun here. So just I want to repeat that them here is replacing certain nouns that are plural. Him is replacing here singular noun, and him here is also replacing a singular noun. Thank you.